Hello again, everybody. Hey, once again, I'm back in Batavia for the Batavia Train Show, the Great Batavia Train Show, put on by the Genesee Society of Model Engineers. And today is, let's see what today is, January 12th. It's a Sunday. And as always, I got here late. Start at 9:30, it's 11 o'clock, but hey, good enough. So, I always tell you, this is a great show. You get a chance, come to this show. Because this place I always find good deals. And so let's go in. It must be busy because I had to park far away from the building and it is windy up here. It's always windy up here in the winter. But let's go in and see if we can find some goodies. Okay, trying to speak up louder here. This is an overview of the whole show. Pretty good sized building. So let's go through the aisles and see some goodies. All right, here we have the info table. All the shows coming up. All right, showed the sign last time, but I still love it. Did you know that stockings come in gauges?
Yeah, because of the consistency of the power. Yeah. Right. Because we can now lay up. Yeah.
So to be going off of here, I'm going to make an junction so there's another train that comes in and will
Like if you do it as a brand, they all line up. Yeah. Like if we choose to do Portland, Seattle, and Spokane.
Yeah, I want
All right, this isn't train related, really, but these look so good. I want to show them.
You know, it is, we're always changing.
Look, it's my friends from RIT. Oh, let me get the banner in here. Now this stuff is cool. This is O scale. Look at the interior. The candles are on.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
All right, let's look at this one. This is a Lionel car. The Lionel eyes are glowing. Look close here. Guy smoking in the back of the caboose. Tons of Woodland Scenics, Katie stuff. Tons of die-cast cars.
They have a whole table you can fire. Oh yeah, no. You know what? Let me shoot over there.
And here we got my buddies from Lake City Hobbies in Geneva, New York. These are cool, those 0-3 cars. We got some cool older American Flyer stuff. I love these, the Rapidos. Don't mind me. All right, I like tables like this because you never know what treasure you're gonna find. All kinds of stuff. Cool old signals. HO. Here we got a bunch of N scale. Yeah, I like that. Tons of Intermountain and Red Caboose. Bowser, Atlas. I like these, and look, nickel plate, 2 of them. Those are cool. See all kinds of pictures. They got keychains and ornaments, all kinds of trains. I like these old Lionel accessories. They're cool. Crane, conveyor belt. This is cool. Those are like those little micro machines. A lot of those are HO scale, the accessories.
Well, what pissed me off, really pissed me off, was that I said I didn't work.
Now my buddy Seth, who does N-Scale, says if anything interesting in N-Scale, take a picture and send it to him. So just for him, I'm going to scan these real quick and he can stop and look at it. Does that work? Yeah, I didn't think so. I love this piece. This is old scale with the rocket. All the military pieces. These are cool. They light up, translucent. It's funny, I show these every show. I don't have any of these, but just love these old tin plates. I think they're just so cool. Here's some more of that tin plate. This stuff is big. I don't know, it's just so cool.
Like make a scene in his house and like,
Is your
you
mom
know.
or wife a nurse?
What's up? No.
My wife works with a nurse or somebody that sounds like you live in the city.
And hey, here's my club. Even though I live 3 hours away from these guys. Hey, there's Kevin. This is a little switch layout they bring.
You can also park your vehicle in a conspicuous spot to remind motorists to slow down, look, and listen. One law enforcement program of Operation Lifesaver.
All right, you guys know I love Lionel. I wish they do this stuff in HO. All these crazy cars. That old metal tunnel's cool. Now these are cool. The old metal soldiers. All right, everybody. As you can see, I'm home. And I got my stuff on my very cluttered workspace. And, you know, with every show, I have less and less space down in my train room or area. But, so I got, let's see, this Rapido flat car, this custom-made, I believe it's a Pro 2000 Bosch Alarm car, this Cox Army car, Polar Express. They're O-scale billboards. I think they're cool. I just want them. And I know I've been obsessed with Polar Express this year. It's crazy. But anyways, and then 2 of these, they're track block system. I think what they do is you flip this lever and it isolates. But we'll take all the stuff out in a package real quick so you can get a better view of it. So first up, we got the Bosch Alarm box car. Like I said, it's custom made. You can see it's decal. It's got all separate grabs. Somebody spent some time on this. All these separate grab details. Coupler or uncoupled lever. That was, I think those are metal details. The lines and stuff. You know, it's got metal wheels. And it says, I can't, a custom relic. And yeah, look at that, nice. Even the door has a, right there, a separate little handle. That is so cool. You know, like I said before, I collect anything that's a New York railroad or a New York company that's got, railroads, but I don't believe Bosch Alarm had box cars. They were quite a big presence in Rochester for years. I don't know how much, if they're still around or not. I don't remember. But I think they made optics. up there. So that was a really cool find. And then, if you watch the channel, you know I love the old Cox models. Because these were big when I was a kid in the 70s. And I wanted them so bad, and I never really got any. You know, I was busy getting other pieces. And I like the little sticker on it. If you can read it. Hobbies are family fun. So remember that when you're sitting in the basement by yourself working on your trains. So they did a whole military train, Cox. And they had a matching engine, caboose. They're all in the olive green. And they had this one with a grater on it. Let's turn around. It's got the silver trim on the blade. And, they had a big gun. I mean, it's probably like this long, big gun, which I don't believe Americans ever had. Those were more of a German thing. But anyways, and they had like a boxcar, the doors flopped down, and like two, I don't know if they're like anti-aircraft guns came out of it. But, it was a cool train to collect. All right, so these are O-scale Polar Express signs by Lionel. And these are brand new. I think they're cool. I mean, you know what? There's giant billboards out there. So, this says believe, but you can turn these around. So you got Santa and Hero Boy. What else we got here? Beautiful shot of the Polar Express going up that big circular mountain, and then shot with them on the front. You know what's funny? See this railing? Let me get closer. That railing's not there, but then when they're going down the steep hill and they belt themselves, or the conductor takes his belt off and straps them to the railing. Then there's a railing, and then once they're done, there's no railing. But hey, it's a fantasy film. And what's this last one? Another shot of the beautiful Berkshire. In the back we got, Hero Boy riding the train. So I just think it's a cool thing to add to my ever-growing Polar Express and HO scale collection. All right, so I got these two AHM pieces. Like I said, it's track block system. I cut the one open. It's made by River Rossi, actually. And I love these old levers. I mean, they're like what close proximity to what you'd see in a switch. What do you call them? Switch towers. You guys have levers, boom, and you pull them. And here's your wires. Now you got your pins, which would go into here. Whoops, I believe. Could be wrong. Yeah. The wires go into here. What's nice? There's no instructions. You got 3 of these wires, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, there's 2. I don't know if there's supposed to be more wires, but you can, I'm going off camera, sorry. You can go to the front. I believe they go on this, do they go on the side? Looks like they do. I'll have to find somebody who has these. So you got 2 tracks, and they have little screws, right? So there's what would attach. And you can see there's a gap right there. And I believe, if somebody knows more about this, please tell us all about it in the comments. You would have more track in between the 2. You know what I'm saying? And then when you flip that switch, whatever, let's say this is 3 feet long. The wire's not that long, but whatever, or a foot long. You could run an engine, this would be for DC. I wonder if it works for DCC. It'd be interesting if that should test that. Anyways, put a track in here. You probably flip the switch. You mount like that. And the engine's sitting in this rail. You cut the power and it could just sit there and not run. So that was a way around, of course, in the old days of DC, you had to turn power on and off, and do blocking, they call it, put insulation, like a connector. But in this, it's kind of, built in. Pico currently makes something very similar. It's a little switch on the track. I actually just got some in. You flip it, and it's turnout power. You know what? I'll have to play with these somewhat, test them on DC and DCC. But I love finding these old track pieces. You think everything modern is interesting and stuff. Not really. I mean, they've come up with great ideas way back when. So there's that. Of course, I can't get it back in the package. Anyways, and finally, I picked up one of these. This is a great idea. They had these bags, you know, from the Genesee Society of Model Engineers, who run the train show. And you know what? This thing is, let me see, that's as far as I can zoom back. These things are quite wide. Look how wide that is. There's my hand. Not doing a great job of showing, but that's a pretty good sizable bag. So you can buy lots of train stuff. So whoever ordered those, I think did a great job. I don't know how many they sold, but you know, I think it's a great idea. It's a little souvenir. It was $4, you know, of the show. And I'll definitely be back in Batavia. I absolutely love Batavia. So those are my little goodies. Hey, I almost forgot to show you this. This is a Rapido car, and I love Rapido stuff. It's the MIL, or the Marine Industries Limited piggyback flat car in Canadian Pacific. And Canadian National had Vancouver Iron and Engineering Works make their cars, apparently. But I've been wanting one of these. These are just, well, it's Rapido. You know. Gorgeous detail. Look at that, see-through. And even though it's got a lot of see-through, it's got a little huff to it. All the under detail. Pretty cool. And you get your pack of trailer hitches to put tractor trailer on it. And these were, I guess they're a little shorter design than what we had. I think these are mostly used in Canada, and they're a little shorter for tighter curve. And of course, it's cool. You can always get a Rapido sticker in the package, and it talks about the history of the prototype. But I've been wanting one of these, so I picked them up at the show, because when you see them in person, it's like, oh man, they're just too gorgeous. So, okay, that was all my purchases. Hey guys, I just wanted to say that I just have a blast. I absolutely love Batavia. You know, it's not the biggest show. They don't have tons of like display kind of things, but it's a buyer show, and you always find something cool. Plus, you know what? It's in a spot where a lot of my buddies are there, you know, and so I get to see so many guys and chat and stuff, and it's just, I don't know, just have a blast when I go there. And plus, I like Batavia. It's a cool town. And so, you know, the next show, unfortunately, it feels like it's forever. It's going to be, I got the flyer, September 7th. That seems so long away, far, you know. But because they changed the dates, because they had to change it because of college, I guess, required them to change when they normally have the show. But definitely going to try and make that show. I always try and make Batavia. If I'm not there, it's because I'm sick, pretty much. And, you know, I make these videos. I like to show everyone's, if people do like any kind of layout or a display or something that's creative, I like to show that on my videos. And I like to show any organization, you know, that comes and supports the show. And when I shoot stuff, I try to give you a vibe of what it's like. So I don't shoot every vendor, but I try, you know, if someone has like tons of die-cast, I'll show you die-cast, so you know that this is the kind of stuff you'll see if you go to a show. You know, different scales I try to put on. If somebody has something unique piece or memorabilia is cool and stuff, or just some eye-catching display or whatever, a product. But I think I missed one group. It was one of those things, they had a booth set up, and there's people in front. I'm like, well, I'll come back. Well, any of you who come and talk to me realize, when you talk model trains with this guy, I don't shut up. But hey, you know, if you want me to shut up, just ask me about some quantum physics or something. I'll look at you with a blank look on my face. Anyways, so I think it was the Model Railroad Club of Buffalo that I think was there. And if not, well, whatever. I'm going to tell you about an open house coming up anyways in Buffalo. January 18th and 19th, that's this weekend, from noon to 5 p.m. isn't their open house of their layout. I want to get out there, but it's just not going to work with my schedule. And then the weekend after, January 25th and 26th, once again, noon to 5 is their open house. Like I said, I want to get out there sometime, but scheduling January is crazy for train stuff this year. And because I'm going to go to, I'm going to the Amherst show in Springfield in 2 weeks. So it's one of those things I'm excited and kind of like, it's a mind blow if you haven't been there. But anyways, I want to thank everyone who's come up to me and said, hey, I really enjoy your channel. I enjoy what you said. And, you know, and people give me details about my videos, so I know they're really watching them. And it's like, you know, as somebody makes YouTube channel, you ask any YouTuber, sometimes you may have a channel, you feel like you're kind of talking out into space. So when someone really comes up to you and says, hey, I really enjoy stuff, it means a lot. It makes you really feel good. So I just had a blast talking to people watching my channel. It meant a lot, you know, to hear people give you compliments and stuff. It's so nice. And so, at the end of this, when I finally showed up, there's going to be a CSX train, because when it came to the show, you have to go across the CSX main line, the water level route. And happened to be a train coming, like, perfect. I was running late, but hey, good timing. So I caught a CSX train. I cut it short because a stack train you don't want to see, and it was crawling. So who wants to watch 10 minutes of intermodal stacks? And then I stayed over relatives and came home today. And I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe I can catch the Rochester Southern, because I crossed their tracks. Nope. Maybe I can catch the Bath and Hammondsport coming out of Cohocton, going to Bath, or maybe Painted Post doing street running. Nope. Okay, well, NS comes from Painted Post, you know, Corning, Painted Post, to Binghamton. I'll parallel the line on the way home. You think I see an NS train? No. So then, finally, I heard on the scanner, Lehigh Valley asked for permission to come to Sayre. Sayre's right next to the New York State border. There's Waverly, New York, and then Sayre. Sayre had a big yard that the Lehigh Valley Railway had there. So, all right, I'll pull over there. So I got at least their train coming in. So at least I got to see a train today. That's always cool. I always say, as long as I see one train a day, it's a good day. So anyways, guys, you know the deal. Where you see me, you're probably going to see model trains, maybe some real trains. But you know what? You might probably see some cool stuff. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.